That was Talk Talk with Talk Talk. Other mobile phone networks are available. We've got a message here that I think is kind of beautiful. This is a beautiful miscommunication. Jo's been in touch and she says, I have loads of miscommunication stories. One's doing an agency shift nursing. An 84-year-old patient told me that her mother would be coming later to visit her. Luckily, I just went, okay, darling, as I was rushing past the 3 o'clock visiting time, and then in walks her 101-year-old mum with a bag of treats for her. I think that's so lovely. And she didn't expect it. She genuinely thought, oh, okay. But get in touch with your text 80295. Let us know. Maybe you've got a miscommunication story that ended up in a beautiful love story. Maybe he sent a weird text message. You said, who this? Wrong number. And born from it was a romance.
Or, as we've learned in this show, maybe we're coming at it from too positive an angle. Maybe we just need to ask, what do you hate about phones?
What do you hate about phones?
What do you hate about phones?
Get in touch via text 80295, or if you're opposed to phones, please attach your answer to an owl and throw it near BBC.
Don't do that.
That was a joke. Please don't do that. Owls are not messengers. They're
Plus,
just
an owl will take you out.
They are dangerous creatures. Lindsay's been in touch and says, when I was about 6 or 7, I answered the phone and said to my granny in a cheeky, sarcastic tone, what do you want? To which my dad's manager replied, is your father there? And I occasionally remember this 30 years later on and die all over again. I feel that I used to answer the house phone as a child in the strangest manner. I used to pick up the phone and go, hello, this is the Story Residence. How may I help you?
Yeah, well, everyone has a phone voice. Just you had one very young.
Yeah, but what's your phone voice like?
I don't really have one.
You do have a phone voice because I've heard you on the phone before.
Do I?
Yeah, you have a talking to other people voice that's like a very forced cheery. When I used to record from home and somebody would come in the studio and you'd talk to them and you'd put on this like, hi, it's so nice to see you. Have a high-pitched cheery, forced cheery voice when you're talking to people.
Because you have to convey a different tone. It's hard when you don't have face-to-face.
Yeah.
So you have to do it over the phone. I think I have that repetition of giving numbers, and someone said when I was giving my number over the phone,
yes,
and they were like, I can tell that you work in radio, because I was just like, so if you can give me a call back, it's on 80295. That's Paul on 80295, and this is how I do it every time. It can be for anyone, it doesn't matter.
As well. So embarrassing. Also, I've got 666 in my phone number, so I always like to hit that bit hard when I'm reading my phone number out to people.
Do you ever do it with a spooky twinge on it?
Well, I never say 666, I always say 666. Because I like to just throw that out there. And then it's a conversation starter. When you're giving your credit card details and your phone number on the phone, maybe you're buying something and the guy's like, oh, that's a creepy phone number, and you've got a friend for life.
Do you have any phone lines that you say all the time?
What do you mean?
I fall into things where you'll just have the wee joke. So if you're conveying a certain piece of information that you do all the time.
Yeah.
So for your name example would be like, oh, it's Ashley Story. Oh, but I get that all the time. Oh.
No, I don't.
I won't tell you any tall tales.
I don't do that at all.
No?
No, I don't. I remember my granddad was Jim Curry, and when he would phone for a curry, he'd be like, it's not a joke, and nobody thought it was a joke, but he'd always panic that people would think it was a joke. So that's my real name is James Curry, and he would get very worried about it. But at no point did anybody think he was kidding on. Get in touch via text 80295. Let us know about your phone voice. Do you have a fancy phone voice, or do you think your voice is exactly the same when you're on the phone? Because I have had messages from people, one camp saying that I sound exactly the same on the phone, and another camp saying no, there is definitely everybody has a phone voice.
You will.
Doesn't matter.
I obviously do, and I don't think I do.
It doesn't matter if you've got a phone voice or not. The most important thing in phone etiquette is to don't keep people hanging on. Here's the Supremes.